and it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Hello everybody, welcome y'all back to Formula Sundays. I hope you found your way here nice and cleanly. As we are tonight bringing you the action via another little solo cast again. Actually, let me try to close as many background things as I can, because my PC is enjoying the heat even less than I am right now. So yeah, I hope you have AC, is all I can say here. It's 28 degrees inside here. Yeah. I don't know why I'm still wearing a shirt, but, well, maybe that changes in the race at some point regardless. We have Challenger tier here, it is 14 drivers. Portugal strong, 40 degrees AC on. Yeah, I mean, that's like the good thing with the southern countries, right? Like, yes, it's flippin' hot out there, but usually you have an AC installed there, whereas here in Germany, I think like nobody ever has AC. And like the same thing when I was in Thailand earlier this year. Like, yeah, it was like 35 degrees every day, but you could go into whatever building and it would have AC and you could calm down a little bit there. So yeah. But yeah, my condolences regardless, Mr. Fanta. I mean, honestly, no. Like, right? You're inside. You can just chill with the AC and don't give a damn about the 40 degrees out. Yeah, it's the time of the year, I guess, where we're even allowed to go to work earlier because it's gonna be so warm here. I've seen Tuesday's gonna be 38 and feeling like 42 predicted, so that's gonna be very fun. Driving on wheel with this heat is still not fun. Yeah, I assume you get a little bit worked up at least. Maybe the wheel generates some heat. Also sweaty, they must be... Hey, honestly, like, obviously this is not Manscaped sponsored, but man, I've been getting the standard Manscaped gift for my birthday, and I will say the ball deodorant is carrying me so hard. It's kind of crazy. Like, I'm all with you there on what you said there, but it does actually kind of prevent it for a day or so. Proof of gift usage, yeah, check DMs. Oh, no. Obviously you couldn't smell it, right? Like, okay, now we gotta get back on track, honestly. Nitro is our first driver to settle up here. Yeah, what else is there to talk about here? I mean, we're watching Nitro right now. I mean, the Racing Bulls are pretty much Formula Sundays' McLaren. Was quite an easy win, I guess, for the Papayas out there today. Definitely a little bit sad about, yeah, Verstappen dropping out early, but yeah, I'm a little bit of a Verstappen simp anyway, so obviously. But Mexico, I don't know, honestly, if it's a well-liked track or not. I do like it, I think. But yeah, I feel like there's gonna be quite a lot of people out there who don't. 16 flat. It's fucking horrible. Okay, yeah, that's opinion number 2. I mean, I'm talking about this stuff as someone who is not playing this game, ever. I have driven 5 laps on keyboard with Seagull to test out if Tool and Stream and everything is working without crashing out, and to adjust the graphics settings, because well, it doesn't look great right now, but I'm gonna be real. My PC is a little bit mentally damaged, honestly. And he does not do as well as he should be with the specs he has. So yeah. Yo, what's up? Cars basically die after 2 laps. It's gonna be chaos, okay? Anyone saying skill issue? Classic. Not sure if my pace is good. Expect a rapid win. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when should you not expect a rapid win, honestly? It's like... I don't know. It's not like he's the strongest seated driver, right? I'm expecting Rosberg Hamilton from our Red Bulls tonight. Lead to Marcian to take out Rapid turn 1. Ocean invalidated first lap, fairly sure. Yeah, he did. So he did go back into the pits. Let's see what Rice can cook. Coming around the last turn. Not choosing to go close to the wall. And is 2 thousandths out of DJ, so it is quite close outside of P1 right now. We have Herbie. 2 Alpines are back at it again. Tonight, Moggy making his first appearance as well in the Merc. The last driver to receive a seat. And Herbie slots in ahead of Fabian for now. I think that's honestly pretty decent. Not quite sure what Fabian did on first lap. But yeah. Formula Sundays Rice cooks you, yeah. Is Con or someone else called Con? Yeah, Con is not actually Con. It's oh god. I'm not even entirely convinced. I think it's a American woman with the name of Catalina. I've been referring to them as they, them so far, just to be absolutely sure to not make a mistake. But yeah, it is not actually Con. Con would be Cinema back in Challenger tier, honestly. Someone gift Con the game. I want to see him go to the pits 25 times in Baku again. Well, that was definitely a little bit of impeding going on there. So I think that hot lap is rather abandoned. Or is it? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, we're recharging the RS here. So yeah, right now I think... I mean, DJ is on a potential hot lap. Honestly, DJ has driven 2 laps already. And he's still not flashing the fuel. He might just go for a charge lap and go for another here. Which is honestly crazy. Driving a hot lap on like 5 lap old tires. Oh, there we go. Going into the pits. So let's see the newcomer, Moggy here in the Mercedes. Has expressed some struggles with getting around the track a little bit earlier, I've seen, in Ascension VC, where a lot of these newcomers are coming from. Janneman's there to coach him, so if he does not perform here, well, you know who to blame. What is the group compared to time trial? I assume the group is ass compared to time trial. So it's gonna be even better in the race. And let's see, Moggy coming through. Currently about 0.8 down of Fabian. Is Catalina... Yeah, I think they look like they're actually getting a lap in here. 4 seconds up, that is Well, only 0.8 behind Nitro's pace right now. Would be P3 for now. Let's see how the time's looking when they get over the line. Grip is higher than in TT. Okay, that is crazy. Oh, and provisional pole for Catalina there. There's just... Okay, never mind. Nitro is not having any of it. But it's only 2.25 apart here of the two of them. Let's see. Menep is improving if the game does not lie to me. Yep, 0.7 up. That is, well, just about good enough for one position actually. There's quite a big gap between him and Psycho. And let's see. Lost a little bit of time with the slide out there in the very last turn. Could not quite get to Rice. Yannaman apparently getting out qualified by Nitro here, which is concerning to say the least. Or, well, maybe Yannaman is just mega bad, if I can judge Jimsky's reaction fine there. Well, let's see. Honestly, I am almost inclined to say the OG Challenger tier driver. I think Fabian is probably our longest driving driver with Challenger tier experience. I'm not entirely sure if he joined in the first season we had Challenger or if we had a Challenger tier season beforehand. I'm definitely expecting some improvement there from him still. I think P11 is not what he imagines. Well, 1 second up, that is a 17.6 as of now. It's just behind Psycho on 7th. Not perfectly optimal around there. But probably good enough for a sizable improvement still. Goes wide here as well. 1.1 is not enough to get to Psycho actually. He's now 10th down of P6. Is a good improvement regardless. Let's jump over to his teammate there, Ethraw. That one looks rather a little bit overshot there on the entrance. Fabian, please use ERS overtake. Yeah, hopefully he reads Twitch chat. There was definitely a little bit of a surplus in the tank still. Oh. Kingsman, I'm blushing. Blood flow is going all places. Hello. On the main train you will gain like 0.5 seconds. Okay. Yeah, so Fabian still has a little bit of room for improvement. Could go as far up as P5. Let's see what Rice can do first. A little bit sloppy through the S's. But still a 0.4 improvement. Is not enough to net him a singular position actually. The gap is quite big between them and DJ. And it's gotten even bigger there as DJ bangs out an absolute screamer of a lap. 1:15.5 is now 0.250 clear of Nitro again. And even though Rice improves by 0.7 or so, they don't gain a single position. Kingsman win Castman. How's Nitro still allowed to race in Charlie? Honestly, it's been one race. And let's phrase it like that. Charlie attendance has been lackluster at times. Like, while I see where they could get pushed out of there, like the likes of DJ and stuff, if they practice and perform, I feel like they are somewhat on the level and it's just someone else dominating. You can't do a 1:15. Best lap is 1:16.7, okay. Honestly, like, judging by the reaction of Jimsky again, that sounds more like a skill issue of you, rather than Nitro and Oceaneer potentially being crazy strong. Also 35% is quicker than 50%. Hello, the seagulls say. I have no idea how that makes sense in qualifying, but sure. Who's this crow yapping? Oh god. Yeah, seagull crow. 16.7 is still 2 seconds of pole. Okay. No, I'm believing Seagull. I mean, maybe this was not directed at me. Ocean here, yeah, slotting in right into that big gap between Rice and Manip. Let's see, Catalina. Currently going full energy all the way down the main straight. That's gonna be recharging plenty in sector 2 and 3. A little bit wide there through the chicane. It's the apex a good bit better here. Nice in the curb. Now the S's. Yeah, that's a little bit deep. I mean, this might just be ping, honestly. They could be on absolute rails here. And because they're from the US, it just does look like they're sliding left and right. ERS EU stop entirely, sliding into the turn there over the curb. Hairpin coming up. That did not look ideal, but then again, could have been looking a lot faster. I might just have been an in-lap in the end, I guess. Yeah, it was a few seconds off. Oop. Let's see, Daddy though. Do show Fabian outlap. You will have to wait a minute or so. Oh, Daddy half a second up there. It does give him absolutely nothing. He needs a little bit more to gain a position on Fabian here. A lot of sausage being taken by this man in the stadium section, but it is enough there. In the end, not enough to catch Psycho as well. 6,000s. So Fabian is about to go on his hot lap here. Ah, there we have it. Overtake ERS mode engaged, Seagull. Your teachings have met fertile ground. Or you might even get a little bit of a slipstream, I'm not sure. Actually, wait, who is that even ahead? This must be, yeah, one of the Racing Bulls. Both of them are on outlaps, so I assume they're gonna either move out of the way or... I'm not entirely sure what they have planned. I mean, for some people, as for me as well, outlap is just a hot lap you start from the pits. A bit of a drift. Definitely possible to... Oh, actually, I see why they weren't moving out of the way, but they didn't make it anyways. Fabian, though, with a second improvement. 1,000 ahead of Ocean, the man ahead here in the end. Even though the dirty air was so strong, I guess. Bro, I was flabbergasted. I was locked in staring at Fabian there. But yeah, like, even though dirty air was definitely a thing, and you could have argued, they should have let him past. He gets Ocean in the end. Let's see what Psycho can cook. Only them and Tiancha still out, but Tiancha over the line now. Wait, DJ? Oh, DJ is also still going. Might improve their pole position time even further. That cost probably 3 to 4 tenths minimum, yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I did not see the time because it was probably yellow somewhere. But, yeah. I can kinda understand why they did not move to the side, but they still should have. I mean, they still didn't make it anyways. In the end, DJ is gonna dunk on them one more time, whipping out the 420, being on pole position in style there. And yeah, it seems to be McLaren City here. The Racing Bulls struggling a little bit to keep up with the pace. And yeah, Jannemann absolutely shook looking at that time here. So, gaps are absolutely wild, honestly. DJ there on pole together with Nitro on the front row. And Catalina immediately behind on P3. Americans really doing well here. Yeah, Rice on 4, Fabian on 5. We have Ocean, the second Racing Bull. Manuph, the lone kick here today. Psycho Daddy Tianche completing the top 10. And then we have Athro, Herbie, Moggy and Asuna. Hoping to gain some positions, to gain some points during the race. So, we're having a minute or so to breathe for the players to do their setups. Yeah, any predictions from you guys in the chat, I guess? I mean, it's an easy call for any Racing Bull, I guess, but DJ has been looking very strong as well in the qualifying. I mean, one of the big keys, I think, for DJ bins the turn 1, Nitro spins, Ocean wins. Yeah, that would be cinema. That would be absolute cinema for real. You believe in Fabian? Yeah, I was about to predict like a rogue Fabian podium after being involved in a crash in lap 1. But I don't want to make our men suffer too much. So let's look at the tires. Pretty much 50-50 split between hard and medium tires. Interestingly, offset strategies for both the McLarens and the Racing Bulls. So they are putting multiple eggs in the basket. Yeah, Williams both on hards, so are the Alpines. Mercedes as well, hard tire enjoyers. Both the Astons on medium instead. It's gonna be a one-stopper regardless. Medium hard is gonna be the Strat, most definitely. Yeah, it's just a question about who can do what with their advantage, and safety car could of course throw all this under the bus in the first place. You just... what? It's cloudy, it's gonna be... what? Nah, you're freaking with me, I guess. Any rain? Maybe it's cloudy. You read the code, it's wet lap 2. Yeah, for sure. I mean, there have been clips from Wet Mexico in the intro, actually. And I feel like we had an absolute banger at some point with Wet Mexico. No, you haven't done any wet practice. Well, well, well. That is unfortunate. But there's still like glimpses of blue in the sky, so there's definitely not gonna be rain soon. There might be at some point, but yeah. So, drivers are getting lined up. And here we are. The grid has assumed starting positions. And the lights are going on. And they're out, and away we go. And it seems like Nitro has gotten a banging start. Already past DJ. Con is now up in the mix as well. Or rather Catalina with their medium tires. They might have a decent shot at P1 around the outside there, but rear end coming through there by Ocean. And, oh, there is a little bit of a collision between Ocean and Rice. They're losing Rice definitely some places. Ocean only staying where they were. Rice now trying to go side by side with Fabian there, but taking a very compromised line. Rear end coming out by one of the Mercedes, I think it's Psycho. And that gives Manup the opportunity to jump up the inside and go for that P7. Let's hop on board with Daddy here in the Haas. He has a nice little overview of what's going on with the fighting ahead of him. Top 5 have kind of set into their positions now. There is almost a second of a gap between DJ and Ocean already. Daddy here, I would assume, could be making some moves at some point. Atheroy here, the very weird line. Wonder what forced that one out of him. Got overtaken by Herbie there immediately. And Psycho already with the first corner cut penalty. That is Dumato levels of track interpretations. Tiancha is actually lifting here. Is that the... No, that's the speed trap, right? The yellow one. There is only one detection point for the DRS on both straights here. So it didn't even matter much. They could have just went past here in the first place. Let's see further up here. Rice is pushing onto Fabian, who has dropped the ball to the top 4 a little bit as well. Detection is before last turn, yeah. No, it is. I was just confused because there's a yellow point as well, which is the speed trap, which is like the most useless indicator ever. Tiancha being overtaken by Moggy there as well. Who is now also stuck behind Ethero. I don't know. Now there's a bunch of little battles going on here. Running a little bit deep here is Moggy. Con with... Oh, Catalina. I need to get that into my head. With the fastest lap. No big surprise. It's lap 2 and they have DRS. They probably gained quite some ground. And we see it even more so here. It's only 0.2 of a gap now. It's not the greatest chicane, really. So, yeah, there alone they lost 0.4. And the move here is probably not on the line. Yeah, okay, I was about to say unless, but no, absolutely not. Ocean here kind of getting outbraked a little bit by DJ. Then, of course... the McLaren is nicely positioned to not give up the position. Fabian here concedes position to Rice. They're running in P6. And there is Menop and Psycho exchanging positions there. Oh, Menop does look like... Oof. I was about to say they have some sort of issue. They definitely don't seem to have all the grip they need right now. Maybe because of being off track or so, tires dirty or something. Ooh, Eth running deep here. One more position back for the kick. And the two Alpines have made it into the points again. Let's see if Asuna survives this time round, or if he throws his car into the wall again 2 laps before the finish. Tiancha is on non-ERS deployment. Oh, no, she definitely is deploying some. No, actually. Yeah, what? Huh? How long until she realizes that's why she's getting overtaken left and right? Oh, there we are. Oh, the standard mode is on non then. Oh, okay, yeah, so she only uses ERS when she uses overtake. Fair enough. Yeah, that is probably not great. The Alpines have swapped positions, if I'm not mistaken. Herbie now ahead of Asuna. Fabian is still staring down that Williams rear. A little bit of a slide there. That cost him dearly, honestly. Was like 0.7 or something. Hopefully he was still in the DRS window, because that would be not great, I guess. Moggy gets a corner cutting penalty. We're jumping back on board with Ocean here, as he has a good view of the battle for P1, or even to DJ, or even to Catalina. Let's see. Oh, making a move here. A little bit of a lunge, but makes it around the corner without contact, being left enough space by Nitro. And in the end, well, does not come out on top due to the inferior line they had to take around the outside. Asuna and Herb closed up together. Both of them are rather drifting through the hairpin than driving it as you would. A little bit of an overshoot by Asuna through the S's. Both of them, I think, mainly play 5-lappers, if at all. So they are not really used to any tire wear beyond 5 laps. Which is what Herbie told me after Australia, when we were on board with him and saw him like lose his car every single turn for like 3 laps in a row. Watching Herb like watching Prime Max, yeah, for sure. That's the thing, right? Like they're overdriving the cars so much because they just expect to have more grip. But yeah. These guys are just drifting for fun, I guess. Kinda how I'm driving as well. Medium traction control, but I'm actually not giving a damn about it. Driving as if it was full. Well, Nitro has kind of broken free of Catalina there, who in turn has come under threat of DJ, who has just now passed her then. Oh, the Alpine drivers in sync with their time penalty acquisitions. Oh, and Catalina there kind of dropped a lot of time. Rice is now almost with Ocean again as well. Must have been some sort of mistake going on there. Ocean, though, absolutely drained for ERS here. So there's no way they ever make a move with that amount of energy. And DJ has closed the gap at least by a 10th or so to Nitro, but I assume that's gonna grow again now that we are in the technical part of the track and not actually benefiting from the slipstream. Was trying to see if we could see what happened here for the yellow flag. I assume Moggy was off track in some way, because he got a penalty for it. And Asuna must have made some sort of mistake as well, lost plenty of time. There's now under threat of Menev eventually. A little bit deep into that first S to recalibrate the remaining line through the rest of these. I'm fairly certain he has picked himself a corner cut penalty there as well. Ocean lap 7 pit stop. Is that gonna be a 2-stopper? Hard tires for him. 17 laps though. I feel like that's a tad early, no? Strategy is 10 mediums and 15 hards, says Lauda. Yeah, Seagull saying that's early as well, okay, so I'm not tripping. For 1 stop, yeah. DJ is It seems like DJ is really the man to beat here for Nitro. These two are probably going to duke it out for the race win here if nobody makes a mistake, because DJ has now driven out a 2.5 second gap to their teammate. But maybe it's really just the mediums falling off already. Maybe Ocean really goes so early into the pits. Oh, actually we could... Oh, I'm kind of torn apart. Do we want to see Ocean trying to battle his way through the Alpines, or are we staying with DJ here? Mediums might really be that shit. Yeah, they are in the lead. Okay, FM. Let's stay with him here for now. Actually, that's just gonna be a plain old DRS overtake, so... Ah, we missed Ocean going past Asuna on the back DRS zone. Catalina also already in the pits, so they made it a lap further, but at what cost in the end, I guess, right? It's still 17 laps of hearts if you want to take them to the end. But everybody else is coming in. Daddy is now in with hearts as well. Well, everybody else. There is one more pit entry. I don't know. And honestly, this worked out big time for Catalina there. Ocean was stuck behind the Alpines and lost some time there. Oh. Side-by-side battle here between Ethraw, Daddy, and Tiencha. Fairly certain Daddy's gonna try and make a move rather soon here on Tiencha as well. Oh boy. Grip difference is definitely showing. It's not the appropriate distance to keep here for Daddy. Definitely taken a very close look at that rear. At times. Fairly sure he can look for a move on the DRS back straight here. He does get a very good exit. Alpine's already lost 25 seconds in 9 laps. Yeah, but okay, yeah, that's one way to get past, I guess. Yeah, Tiencha was just turning around, checking on Daddy if he was alright. Yeah, what did I just watch? Yeah, an average challenger tier battle. Yeah, Haas R moment. Yeah, honestly, like, Haas driver clips are always, like, I don't know. They are just in the back rooms. It's not even their fault necessarily, but, like, I don't know. What are they doing? Maybe it's just the Daddy vibe. Bro, I mean, Asuna and Herbie are collecting these time penalties. Yeah, Asuna trying to not go overboard here no more. Probably realizing that, well, they both have 6 seconds already. They continue at this rate. They are gonna be, yeah, at 15 or so in the very end. That's probably not feasible. Why is turning the car so difficult? Asuna is saying, oh yeah. So I assume the hearts are not great anymore at this point already neither. That is a thing Asuna would say. Let's look at the sky. There's still like shimmering blue in there, so we're still a good bit away from rain if there is any. DJ is kinda zooming away, honestly. That is a little bit scary. Fabian should pit, I reckon. Yeah. I mean, he's gonna have a little bit of an advantage later on, but, yeah, I don't know. You can kinda, like, even see the way how he's driving that the tires are not really there much, and he has to be so careful to not lose it. So let's see. Yep, there we go. Fabian into the pits. Oh, let's watch a pit stop for once. I don't think there is a on-track battle right now. Daddy could be approaching Moggy, but it might still be a bit away. Oh, Psycho behind, also going for the pits. Yellow flag and Sector 2 briefly. I'm not entirely sure who that was, but looked like someone lost it in the S's. Oh, and Fabian, oh, this would be huge for him if he could come out ahead of Herbie and the Sooner. And it seems like he will be staying ahead here. Yeah, a bunch of time gain for him compared to Psycho. Mediums for 14 laps, ain't it? Was Psycho starting on hards? Not entirely sure. Probably was, right? I mean, at this point, he may go for 2 stops. Because he's like mega early for mediums, but I can imagine that his hearts just kinda gave out. Or gave in. Yeah, that was definitely a brute force pass past Herbie, I think. Oh, Asuna is definitely Tokyo drifting here. Let's see. Daddy. Honestly, like, obviously I have no clue, but that looked like an illegal overtake to me. I'm not sure. Herbie will crash in 2 laps. Honestly, Herbie looks like he may crash in any corner. Daddy is speed. Oh, Herbie sees it though. Does he stick it in? He does not stick around the outside. Nah, he prefers to drift it behind the Haas. Moggy into the pits for mediums. Those are gonna be, yeah, one of the tires of all time in the very end. If he plans to pull through with them. And DJ is pitting for mediums as well. So, interesting, honestly. I feel like Fabian may have done the best job with his strategy so far. I do really think like the other guys are going to be struggling on the mediums very late. Or they have to make another pit stop. And Fabian has, yeah, like carried his medium tire for 12 laps or 11. Without losing too much, and now he has the best hard tire. And could really cook if the others fall off. You do know Fabian still has to gain 15 seconds, yeah, but you do see how the medium tires are driving, right? Like, either they do a 2-stopper, and it's gonna be very close because they are gonna lose these extra 20-something seconds, or they're gonna be really struggling hard in the very end. Even with good strategy, he would need like 15 of 20 laps. It might be, I don't know. We'll see, honestly. I feel like the 2-stopper might actually be stronger than the 1-stopper, if the guys ahead are going for it. Rice is going in now as well, so it's gonna be 11 laps on the mediums for him. Ooh, yellow flag, that is a Mercedes. Okay. What is that even for anyways? The other Mercedes though, kinda cooking. Little lunge to the inside of Fabian. Gets a corner cut penalty in the process. Fabian with a good exit, but DRS is on Psycho's side. His controller had its own mind. To be fair, it did kind of look like it was like locked on braking, aka backwards and right or so. Yeah, relatable. My controller does that at times. Oh, to be honest, it does it rather more often than not. I mean, Psycho's all over the place as well. Fabian there, beautiful little pass, pounces on the opportunity and regains that 6th position. Is now subject to double DRS by the Mercedes again though. Daddy is kind of looming behind, 5 seconds behind. And Nitro is kind of just carrying on with his hard tire. He gets one more lap in. It could be really good for him because he won't need to drive the mediums all the way to the edge that way. Could really, yeah, up his chances for a race win here. Given that DJ is definitely gonna struggle some in the end of this. Nitro doesn't know he has to pit, right? Honestly, like, now is kind of the perfect time, no? We have Asuna in the pits now. Herbie has went last lap. They are separated a little bit now. 1 lap making a big difference. They may come together sooner or later again, though. They do move in herds. And DJ here cooking on the medium. Yeah, it's quite the gap there to Nitro now. But Nitro has the advantage in the tires, of course, so we'll see. Towards the very end, he has to gain big time. Out strategy from Nitro, I can't lie. Oh yeah, honestly, that's the thing, right? Like, for now, it looks like it, but then again, we saw all the medium runners struggling big time from lap 8 onwards. And that's gonna hit in, yeah, 5 laps for DJ, so he's gotta go 3 laps more on like pretty bad tires, whereas Nitro's tires will still be relatively alright. I mean, looking at how close Rice is now though, I can't defend this honestly, it was kind of a shit strategy. Ocean has left the session. That is not intended. Surely. Bro. Duh. Communicating with online services. Let's see. What's communicating up there? Maybe he's trying to join back. Oh, Fabian and Psycho still duking it out here for P6. Fabian without a penalty though, and definitely with a more comfortable tire. Ah, Ocean AI. Yeah, he's gonna love this. Imagine waking up and you're just in the pits for no reason. Gotta love it. I thought like artificial intelligence was like supposed to be intelligent. Like, what is going on there? Yeah, he did kind of get shafted. It's P8 now. Oh, that's not great. Yeah, I mean, someone has to hold the Racing Bulls back, right? Might as well be shit strategy. Intended with Nitro and, well, semi-intended with Ocean then, I guess. New game, same AI. Yep. Psycho, another time penalty here. Ocean is stuck behind Daddy. But not for long, I assume. I do feel like that there may be the rage flowing through him. And also the fresh tire. That is gonna make light work of Daddy very, very quickly. Now he's gotta hunt after Psycho and Fabian. Oh, Psycho must have made some major mistakes somewhere. 2.5 seconds, that is not where we left off. Rice can follow up with Nitro though. This is like kinda looking good for Rice, honestly. W strategy by the Williams. And honestly by the McLaren as well. I'm not entirely sure if Nitro can gain 2 seconds on DJ and 1 on Catalina per lap. It may just be cooked for him here. Yeah, Psycho's times are just falling off big time, honestly. This might be the good old medium falling off a cliff for a moment. Honestly, with that, maybe Nitro can do it, because DJ is just 1 lap away from this exact experience. And while Psycho, I think in general, has like a little bit more of an aggressive driving style, sliding around a little bit more. I do think it's not necessarily going to be fun for DJ neither. DJ right now is lapping Atheroa. Without any further incidents, which we love to see. And Rice is kind of dropping behind Nitro now. Let's see, Psycho, yeah, I mean, he holds on to Ocean for this 1 lap because he has DRS, but Ocean is just going to be far gone. Like, look, the traction out of the corner is insane, the difference. Ocean gained like 0.8 in turns 1 to 3 alone. And another like 0.4 here. And yeah, he's just going to be like 2 seconds away once the DRS zone arrives. Oh, there's a spin. Who is that though? That is Tianxia. Once more spinning it in the chicane. Trying to get out of the way as good as possible. And I think doing a reasonably good job at that. Yeah, there's now a little bit of a gap until Fabian comes. And Ocean, yeah, like 3-second gap in a single lap for Ocean against Psycho's tires. Yeah, Fabian is most likely gonna fall to Ocean as well. The question is really only how much of a time penalty does he have? It's only 3 seconds, so it's gonna be hard for Fabian to even stay in that window, because I feel like, yeah, Ocean is on rails right now. Looking further up, it's not quite the 2-second gain per lap yet for Nitro. But he did gain some time. And as said before, like, this is gonna ramp up the further the race goes, so he will most likely catch Catalina at this pace. He's gaining big time on her. And DJ is gonna be a whole different beast, I guess, but yeah. So, Ocean has Fabian lined up in the perfect spot, really. It's gonna be an easy pass with the 2 big DRS zones. He's not losing too much time, neither being stuck behind him. Seagull saying, oh shit, for what? McLaren 1-3? Yeah, most likely, I think. Ocean back up to P5. Honestly, isn't that where he started off anyways? So even with the extra pit stop, he does not really lose a position, right? He would have just maybe been able to contest Rice for P4. That is, I think, a possibility that would have been there. For the Alpines, boah. Do they still have a chance catching Manov or something? Hard to say, honestly. They are gaining slightly, but I think it's too little too late. Nitro, on the other hand. Hey, friend request coming in for the hosting of Elite here. Love to see it. Nitro, on the other hand, is still just chilling here. I mean, he's not gonna get to DJ in the end anymore. I feel like DJ hasn't managed good enough to probably be fine. Not losing 3 seconds in 3 laps, I think. Nitro's tires, of course, he's been pushing all out. Must be degrading as well. And Psycho actually pitting here. I wonder why. Honestly, probably because he can afford it. He thinks he would have lost the position to Daddy anyways. Don't think the soft tire is, yeah, catching 17 seconds ever. But, yeah, fair. Metro's not really on rails anymore neither. Sliding around a little bit. And Catalina now has to give it her all for the McLaren 1-2, but that's going to be tough to achieve. 2 more laps of, yeah, triple DRS zones, I think, or Nitro. Similar amounts of ERS as well, so that's going to be really tough to defend long term. Does Blood know there's no point for fast lap? Yeah, but there's style points. That's also points, right? Herbie and the Suna have lost time on Manip again. Or rather, I think they have started to drop down very consistently due to probably their medium tires being at their ends. I mean, Nitro's really sliding around here. I mean, so is Catalina up there. Oh, what? This was super close for a second. It was at like 0.998, almost out of the DRS window, but I think DRS is still there. Slipstream attempted to be broken a little bit, and honestly, Catalina there. No, this car seems to be a rocket ship on the straight. It's kind of crazy. Oh, Nitro's so far back, and I think that's it for the P2 ambitions. Yeah. Second apart now, so there's no time penalty coming through for Catalina there. It is actually a McLaren 1-2. That was a dive and a half. What the hell was that? I think it was like, yeah, it was a genuine mistake, I think. Just had so much overspeed because of the slipstream and like full dumping half a battery of ERS that they probably missed the braking point. Plain simple. McLaren 1-2 just like RL. Yeah, now do it in the lead. Yeah, I mean it keeps the Constructors' Championship alive, I think. Not that Ocean is doing like particularly horrible, but yeah, that's gonna be an interesting thing as well. Let's pop over here. Fabian is within 3 seconds easily here. And Herbie's gonna claim points yet again, I think. Given that he is the only one who's still driving around who wasn't lapped. Oh, Psycho, 28 seconds of time penalties. What? And Fabian claims P5 here. Daddy is not gonna change another position. Herbie... Okay, no, he is not on low fuel mode just yet. I was about to say he could maybe get to Psycho if he pushes like real hard, but this might be a stretch, honestly. Psycho needs to do some sort of genuine mistake there still. Manop is probably gonna get P8 though. The counter steering is going crazy. So, Herbie coming through. I think it's gonna be P10 in the very end. Yep. Another point for the Alpine though. Slowly but steadily racking up some best of the rest points. And it's not Racing Bull domination, so yeah, what do we want more, really, right? So, McLaren 1-2. Yeah, nice performance there by DJ and Catalina there. And yeah, honestly, slight fumble on the strategy, it seems then, for Nitro. Slight fumble on disconnecting by Ocean, even though yeah, no, it did cost him one position in the end, I think, because Fabian has gotten ahead of him with the time penalty. So that keeps the Constructors' Championship alive and healthy, I guess. First American 1-2 in FS history. Yeah, might be, might be. So, race winner, DJ, fastest lap, Ocean in the end, so Psycho didn't even get it with his softs. Driver of the day is Ocean as well, and he also has the most overtakes, given his finishing position was decently high, but he had an extra pit stop. Yeah, here's the classification. Psycho was 0.3 off with his fastest lap. Well, doesn't give a point regardless. You've seen the race play out here. And yeah. We're gonna go into a quick break, and then we'll be back for Elite. Yeah. So, see you in a bit. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Hello again. Welcome back to Elite here. I have not finished my food due to setting up. So I guess I'm just gonna munch along a little bit while we're looking at qualifying here. 17 drivers tonight for Elite here. That is very nice. Already looking forward to see that. Yeah. Almost a full grid, which is lovely. Quite a couple of drivers could not make it, of course. Bats is not there, and instead Emils is driving. And Morpha is subbing in for someone as well. Honestly, I kind of forgot who's driving the Mercs usually with us. Brosk is one name that I have in mind. Who is not there for Haas tonight. And Asuna is in the chat. Yeah, I am proud. Next time we're getting points, buddy. This time we finish the race. Next time, P1. I've heard these Racing Bull guys are actually super stinky and can't drive at all. All you gotta do is just like finish ahead of them. It's not that hard, presumably, right? So yeah. No. I was scared of taking out Herbie, so I didn't want to try and overtake sometimes on DRS. Honestly, this is okay. Like this sounds super shit, but like taking someone out is a learning experience. It's like, nah, I've been watching too much Grey's Anatomy. Not that I watch Grey's Anatomy, but I'm like present in the room when my girlfriend watches it. And they are always like talking about, oh, if you lose your first patient, that's like, you're the first patient, it's like you're case zero and it motivates you to race ever cleaner and so, and like, it's kind of like that, right? Like, you gotta like, I wouldn't say try your limits, but like, go for stuff there. And yes, maybe at some point you will make a mistake that will cost you and another driver some time. But it's gonna be a learning experience and you're gonna be like a better driver afterwards, right? Yeah, it would have been embarrassing. Yeah, but not your teammate. I don't know, man. That is not the world champion mentality. Vettel didn't hesitate to take out Webber. Rosberg and Hamilton didn't hesitate to kill each other. Right? But yeah, fair enough. I can... yeah. I do get very scared when I'm racing an F2 here or something and like somebody is remotely around me. I just tend to try to, yeah, vanish from existence. Either let them by or... yeah, I don't know. Usually I'm just losing my car. Next week, Asuna takes out Herbie to get P14. Yeah, that sounds worth it, no? P14 have or not have? It's better to have and not need it than to need and not have it, right? Ah, 114.8. Jimsky already starting us off with a banger. Yeast a good bit down there, 1.4 seconds. Rue for real, right? Yeah. Oh. Gonna take another bite of food while we're watching Rapid cruise through Sector 3 and 2, I guess. Honestly, It's like a little bit of a meme. I like how people are telling you to be vegan and that they are vegan. But the same thing with air fryers. Because holy freaking shit. Air fryer is just fucking goated. It's crazy. You just throw in stuff there, good food comes out. Crazy. Well, Jimsky so far seems like the man to beat, which is crazy. Rapid's first hot lap attempt is not a second clear of everybody else. Instead, he's 0.4 down of Jimsky. The army really did make him even more precise, efficient and deadly. Not more efficient and deadly than our beloved monochrome animal, I guess. Mr. Seagull puts in Jimsky right where he belongs, in his head. Yeah, Rapid must have made some mistake, I think. I don't think... Oh no, he's going no line. Oh yeah, that's actually crazy. No, I love it. Like, this is actually so cool. Rapid is like by far the quickest usually, pace-wise. Going no line will nerf him at least for a little bit. Until he has it figured out and will crush everybody regardless. But yeah, that's like kinda evening the playing field. I'm all for it. That's gonna be interesting. More and more people are pushing to go no assists at all in Elite. And of course that might cause havoc. It's harder to hit your braking spots if you don't have any indicated by the racing line. And of course, like all the other assist stuff, like traction control and stuff, that generally helps you to keep your car under control as well. So yeah, Elite might be more chaotic than Challenger. Oh, he's invalidating there. Let's hop on to Brandon back again. I think he's the only man on track on a hot lap. Yeah, coming through the S's. I think he did hit those reasonably well. 55.9 is a little bit off the pace, and that is not the best turn in either. A little bit too late on the brakes. I had to stand on the brakes for longer than you want usually. Let's see what it comes around to. A 15.3 is still pretty good, just behind Rapid and a good bit clear of Jannemann. And the rest, I guess. Oh, Hussein is also out on a hot lap. On a purple Sector 1. Which is probably just the game telling us it's his first Sector 1. Kick Sauber ahead of him. Both of them are on an out lap. Yeah, moving out of the way right in that second. Cherry retired from the session. Cherry has left the session. Yikes. Disconnect by Turbird. And we have Hussein here. 10th down of Brandenbach's Delta at this point, so he's probably gonna slot in right around the P6 area. Never mind. Must have done something extremely right through the stadium section. Oh yeah, Brandenbach locked up, I forgot. So yeah. About 2/10 is what he lost there, apparently. Maybe 3 even. And that is the advantage that Hussein got out of there. Now let's watch Rapid right after I have re-invited Cherry. On his second no-line lap. Yeah, and Jimsky bangs out another stunner. 14.7. It's just half a tenth clear of Seagull as of now. Let's see what Rapid can do. Who's Speed Racer? The absolute goated film. I've heard it before, but I don't know who Speed Racer is. He's a newcomer. And I've heard of the film, but I have actually not seen it, I think. Oh, 14.9. Rapid is ramping up. Kind of figuring out the track in quali mode. Up or up? Yeah, let's join Speed Racer here. Yeah, it's about 2/10 up on his time right now, which would bring him absolutely nothing as of now. 0.4 is a little bit better, would get him P15 at least. A little bit more of an improvement is to be desired though by him. We're watching it when you come UK, yeah. I actually need to like ask my boss for days off. She has. Whoop. Okay. Barry is playing with his controller vibration a little bit. Probably gonna join back. Yeah, no, but she's been on holiday. I'm gonna ask her next week for days off. And then I'll have to figure out how to even get to the UK because travel is fucking expensive, mate. It's crazy. Just got me the dates again. Yeah, I will. I think it's like 7th of August and then for like 5 or 6 days. Somewhere around that. Yeah, ideally I'm leaking your entire address here as well, so most of the, if not all, of Formula Sundays can attend as well. But yeah, we'll sort that out eventually. So Marcellian, not entirely sure if he also turned off racing line stuff. Or if his first quality lap was just not peak yet. He can probably improve a little bit. Whoa. Lauda, Mr. I ain't beating that Challenger tier quali time. Sitting on provisional pole right now. Huh? Oh, and Marcian is downtime here, so it's probably an in-lap or so. Seagull is up on his time, but out of ERS, which is recharging slowly here. No. And it's provisional pole again. Lauda is not enjoying that top spot for long. Let's see, Hussein basically even on his PB after Sector 1. Oh, slightly ahead here. That would not be enough to gain him a position. He needs an absolutely clean Sector 3. As far as I can tell, this was pretty good, honestly. See if he can nail the last turn. Yeah, barely any spin. Okay, never mind, he goes in. Bro, this felt like, I don't know, like some sort of YouTube poop where you have like, or no, the subtle foreshadowing memes where they just show the car on the wall all of a sudden. Even though nothing really happens. Well, that is definitely one of the pit entries. Probably went into the pause menu and the car wanted to drive back out or something, I'm not sure. Hussein has left the session, or he disconnected. Invites. Führendes. Fuck. Oh, Mofa with P8 material here. Just between MQ and Marcellian. The M guys are definitely aligning there. See what Jimsky can do. Slightly down on his PB there after Sector 1. A lot of grass being taken in the optimal line apparently. That looks so clean. Honestly, it's so satisfying to see like these S-curves being driven properly. Because this is like the part of Mexico I never get. Or Suzuka, or Kota. Like, I'm just too bad at these. Oh, Luna. A little bit of impeding going on there for sure. I think it's been fine overall. It's going into the pits though. Who was that then? Speed Racer? Yeah, must have been. Running up to turn 1. Everybody is gonna go on out laps rather shortly again. McLaren's there, and I think, is that Seagull in the middle? It might be Seagull ahead. First of the bunch. Too many blue dots, honestly. They should be more creative with the team colors. Where's our beloved pink teams? Or, I don't know, yellow team? Yeah, we're a yellow team. Speed Racer, 10th up. It's still 4/10 to Yeast, so needs an absolute banger of a stadium section here. Oh, that was close to invalidation, but he made it. And that's not good enough for P14 here. Yeast in the clear as of now. Let's see Kingsman. Wow, I mean, Jannemann said he was washed in quali, but P11 is definitely, yeah, polished even. Yeah, that's nothing, I guess. Abandoned lap. Let's see Seagull. Ah, half a 10th up already. Good start for him. Now he's a 10th down, so does not look like an improvement as of now. A little bit of a slide as well. Coming over the line. Yeah, it's a 10th down. Boy, who do I want to see here? Oh, Rapid P2. Oh, that is so close there between the top 3 right now. Let's see if Lauda can cook again, or if it is a one-hit wonder from him. One did not look too great. Yep, that is already so over. Oh, Jimsky up after sector 2 though. Last bit. Boy, this could be enough to catch everybody, honestly. Yeah, and it is. It is Jimsky P1 in the Ferrari here. And what a lap by him there. Really just squeezing the last bit out to get everybody else. And, well, I think... yeah, Lauda is not improving anywhere. And neither is Kingsman, and I think neither is Mofa. So yeah, that's been it for qualifying here. The final results are the ones you can see right now. I'm gonna take a little break when you can look at these qualifying results to finish my last 2 bites of food, and then I'll be all yours for the race. Alright. So, race time. Very interesting lineup we have there in front. With Lauda in the mix, Jimsky of course on pole. Those two I think are like... Yeah, I wouldn't really say the biggest surprises. It's also interesting to see how well Rapid is adjusting to no line already. By being only like, I think half a tenth off pole position time anyways. Yeah, Seagull for sure is up there. I think all the Jimsky comments about other drivers having skill issues for not matching the times makes sense now as well. Because Jimsky clearly has the pace on 1 lap. It does look rather light out, so I do not think we're gonna see rain neither. Yeah, which makes it of course interesting call for strategy. I mean, we saw how bad the tire life was in Challenger. 2-stopper might really be on the menu here. I mean, generally we are like, I think 1 tier softer on the tires this year compared to last year. Which makes for more pit stops, of course, and more strategy choices. Oh, Hussein has only just now joined again. What is with Cherry, even? I'd be shocked if it's anything other than hard medium. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I would have assumed it would be a hard medium, but hard medium is like even worse, right? Interesting though. Formation lap about to start. Jimsky Seagull is a OG frontline, honestly. We've had nothing but that for like 3 years or so. And then the occasional Brandon back in there. And then of course Rapid joined and it was Rapid Seagull. Jimsky, the top 3 pretty much every time. Lauda is really a new candidate, but I mean, he's always been strong on 1 lap. But like we've been joking about this in the Discord. That he qualifies P4 or something, and then in lap 2 he's in the wall. The Mets are diabolical. Yeah, okay. I mean, I thought so. They looked really horrible. Like after 7 laps or so, you were just 3 seconds off pace. Apparently. I really thought you could cook with the strategy because you drove the mediums shorter. But like the difference in the end was like not really enough anymore. To the point where when you caught on to Catalina, I think like the hards were already better, even though they were like way older. Yeah, very quick formation lap here by Jimsky, I guess. There is a rather huge gap in the middle. Yeah, made a few mistakes, got a rough pit exit. Okay, yeah, fair. I mean, like, traffic was... Ocean, I think, got stuck behind the Alpines at some point as well. Like, the pit window was just not too great for the Racing Bulls. But... it does spice up the Constructors' Championship a little bit. So, Seagull on hards. Everybody around is on medium. Seagull is also misparked. So, he's gonna get flippin' cooked on the start. We're really curious how he does. Yeast also on hards, Jannemann and Lunar Jedi on hards. The rest of the field is on the mediums. Yeah, I know. I saw the AI pit stop. Anyways, egal. Here we go. Lights are still on for me, but yeah, sure, we're going away. And somebody did not start. I think Hussein may have disconnected or something. No reactions from him. He's just rolling. Never flip in mind. It's just a big DC, I guess. Right here. Oh, Seagull is actually the one cooking. I thought he was gonna be eaten alive with the hearts here on the start, but he's going for P1 right now. Under threat by Rapid from behind as well. And Jimsky prevails for now. A little bit of a rear end happening here. There's all sorts of cars up in the mix. Lauda up the inside slaps Rapid's ass a little bit. But both of them go on. Oh, super close together, everybody here. Marslian side by side with Brandon back there briefly. I'm pretty sure Brandon back got a track limit warning for that one already. Good pressure coming out by the Red Bull here. Ah, this one might have been one of the warnings as well. And it seems like Hussein does not have a good time further down. And yeah, quite some people. Yeah, there he retired. He's left. Probably just disconnected at some point. Must have had some hardware issue or so. That looked rather fishy. Oh my god. Yannemann is in the wall. Whoa, severe collision with Speed Racer. Yeah, I guess. That is one of the Yannemann moments of all time. Trying to go for the demo play, apparently. Did not work out. Yeah, interesting lap one for sure. That is just a hot mess of weird accidents. Yeah, further up, it has cleared up a little bit. I think Jimsky benefits greatly from Seagull being in P2 with the hard tire. He might have the chance to break away before DRS gets to be too much of an issue. Brandenburg is sliding around on the mediums already. It's only lap 2. First lap there, first corner there, definitely a little bit of a weird entrance. Let's see. MQ. I might be able to make a move here. Yeast ahead of him. Apparently his tires aren't warm enough yet. I'm not entirely sure that should be the case, but yeah, the weaving here. Maybe it gives him the extra grip there, firing up the tires again. He needs to go past Yeast. Both of them run rather deep here, so there's no overtake in the very end. Yeast will have DRS again, even though he's not within a second anymore. Does not have the slipstream, of course, but MQ, yeah, it goes out of it rather early, so there's no overtake attempt possible here. Let's watch Emils a little bit. I think he has not been driving last week. He's also a reserve driver. I think even technically allowed for Challenger. But glad to see him back in the lead here. So, whoop. Seagull with the overtake, and Rapid's probably gonna follow through here on Jimsky. Because Jimsky's not gonna have DRS. He will have slipstream whatsoever, but actually, and that might be enough. He's definitely spending energy there. Jimsky very low with the red light flashing. A little bit higher energy than Seagull though. It's probably faster already. I mean, it's 50% race, right? So I assume it's going a little bit longer. But it's probably still like lap 8 pits for Hearts and then drive them for 13 laps each or so. for 2 stops. Overtaking action here. Yeast. Losing 1 position further down here. Emils and Fanta. Yeah, had some legendary times battling in Challenger already, but both of them eventually fast enough to be moved up to Elite. Now here, I mean, the level of competition is kind of strong here this time around, so it's not super easy to get into the points, but it's something to fight for everybody pretty much. Cherry a little bit of a gap there, but well, apart from that, well, Yeast getting past MQ again. DRS very powerful on this track, of course. And Mofa here is currently holding the last points position, but I'm fairly certain Kingsman and the other Challenger prodigies, I feel like, yeah, all of these guys dominated Challenger at some point of Kingsman, Fanta and Emils. Yeah, but like on the other playing fields of the race, I guess, not too much movement really. It's just a big DRS train. There's rarely any overtakes. Oh, fun to having a little look how this battle plays out between 2 medium runners. He himself on the hard tire. We can believe Nitro in the chat. Hards are overtaking the mediums in drivability rather soon. And I think like Seagull's lead would indicate exactly that. Yeah, but with everybody having DRS, really only car 2 can overtake car 1 here. So it's Kingsman versus Mofa, well, most likely first of all. Jannemann has closed up to these guys though, and yeah, once more, assuming the hard becomes the better tire rather quickly. MQ already in the pits, 6 laps is what it takes. So 15 laps twice on hards would be necessary to complete the strategy. Oh, no overtakes coming around just yet, but like, these guys are so bunched up. One tiny mistake and somebody is in the wall. Let's see that 4 wide. Huh? No contact here. I'm actually genuinely surprised. Oh, Jannemann. Huge balls. Going up for the 3 wide through the hairpin and yeah, overtaking 2 cars in one move. That was kind of sexy, I can't lie. Really daring to go for that one, but he realized he had better traction. Ooh, and Mofa, I think, yeah, he's spun. But yeah, Jannemann realized he had good traction there and really like seized the opportunity. Lauda in the pits, first of the top runners. Dimsky passed Seagull once more. Brandenbeck and Marcian probably gonna change positions at some point here. Super close together, and Marcian with the DRS, of course. Let's have a brief watch. Nope. Not here at least. Jannemann. Is he past Emils or did someone else pit here? Yeah, Kingsman pit. So it's only Fanta and Jannemann from this group remaining, and Emils of course shortly behind. Yeah, I assume a lot of the medium runners are gonna come in now. Let's actually have a look. Oh, Jimsky staying out, Rapid as well. Brandenburg and Marcian, how are they doing? Brandenburg into the pits, Marcian staying out. Emils. Emils is also coming in. Oh, and so is Brandenburg, so McLaren's with a little bit of a double stack. It's not really an issue though, I don't think there was any time loss. Because they were far enough apart. Jimsky's kinda drifting here. Looking a little bit like Herbie POV. Rapid seemingly having some understeer as well. ESP6, yeah, I do think he's actually like P8 or 9, like on real, like an off track. What is the not on track ranking called? Like he is just up there because a couple of guys pitted already. But yeah, he's generally, I think, in a decent position in the top 10, regardless. Even if he may get overtaken by the likes of Lauda, Brandenburg, and maybe MQ at some point again, strategy-wise. I mean, this is all, of course, like highly dependent on safety car appearances and stuff as well. So, top 4, still everybody out without a pit stop though. Actually going 10 laps here. Well, I would assume. I don't think you go 12, 12, 12 here. I would rather expect you go 10 and then 13, 13. Unless the strat is actually medium, medium hard. Then of course... Oh, MQ has left this session. Could have used a safety car on Chelly. Yeah, safety cars are on reduced, so they are like not as frequent as well, MQ is funkin' there. Yeah, they're not coming out really as often as, in my opinion, sometimes as they should. There's like incidents where I'm thinking, like, how the hell is that not a safety car? And it's just chill like that. Yeah, no, yellow flags. There's 3 wrecks here, but sure. But yeah, then again, when you put it on standards, like safety cars coming out when someone loses their front wing or something. Luna passed these here. These two together. Running around. Marcian kinda alone now that Brandenburg has pitted. Oh, he has also pitted right into the field here, I guess. I mean, he was running together with Lauda beforehand. These two are, yeah, shortly gonna catch up to Fanta and Jannemann, who started very far down. Another invite, please. Sure thing, buddy. Bop. Oh. Seagull overtaken by Jimsky again. Oh, and it seems like Yeast has overtaken Lunar Jedi again in the meantime. Let's see if Fanta makes a move on Yanneman, but it does not look like it. Yeah, and Lauda and Brenbeck are coming ever so closer each lap. Like 0.8 or something of time game they have. Fanta almost taken out the Alpine there, overshoots his corner by a sizable margin. That of course is an invitation to Brandenburg and Lauda, who have the better tires, have of course had slightly better one-lap pace already as well. Fanta with a warning now, or rather time penalty for corner cut-in. Nearly terrorism, not that you can talk. What did you do, honestly? I kind of forget. You did... Oh yeah, the last lap lunge, right? Oh god. I mean, that was not intentional, right? Bro, they're going 12 laps. Is this a one-stopper? Might be a one-stopper. Marcian in the pits now. Yeah, you just broke way too late, yeah. I was about to say that this was definitely not intentional. It did not look like it, at least. Brandenburg is already past Fanta. And so is Lauda now. And someone has... No, Marcian was P4, right? On the medium tires performance. So yeah, he has now pitted and he is a good bit behind. Actually, a lot behind Brandenburg and Lauda. Brandenburg kinda... forcing Yanneman off is probably too much of blame for him, but Yanneman definitely went off track there. And then left, of course, left Lauda through immediately. Teammates there. And yeah, the top three are just continuing to roll on these medium tires. And I think at this point it's probably more than likely a one-stopper. 18 laps is the halfway point, of course. So if they can go to like 16 or so, I think it should be relatively doable to go to the end on hard tires. Would not want to be side by side that section. Yeah. It did look rather undrivable, to be fair. Let's see how our medium runners are doing right now. I definitely have to let Seagull go a little bit here, because the tires are just not there with them anymore. Alright, Meals with a time penalty. Yeah, Jimsky just sliding around there. Yeah, and there we are. Rapid and Jimsky into the pits, and so is Seagull. So Seagull is going for the two-stopper. Like, pretty much confirmed then, right? There's no way the medium is gonna last to the end here. I wonder if he's just dribbled Jimsky and Rapid there a little bit. I'm really curious. I mean, he's 4 seconds ahead. That's like the big thing, right? He's not directly involved with them anymore. And he could, if he gets through the 4 cars piling up ahead there, rather. Theoretically, probably build a lead. Didn't do any 50% practice, but I feel like a one-stop is brave. To be honest, Jimsky and Rapid both have had crazy races where they pulled off like strategies involving tire preservation. Can remember one time we had a rainy race in Canada, and like everybody went for a pit stop, and they went without stopping at all. They went for the entire race on one set of intermediates, which was also like crazy, and like it synced up pretty much perfectly. Like the stop guys caught them like in the last lap or so. They're also significantly better at the game than I am. Yeah, this might be. I mean, I feel like this is generally like true. It's... I would kill someone if I made that lunge, but Seagull is just driving past them as if he owns the place. No, Lauda? I don't think that's a good idea, buddy. Seagull now needs to get past Brandenburg ASAP. Probably gonna happen after the... yeah, this section here, the S's. I'm really curious where he can go though. Like, I feel like potentially Lauda and Brandenburg can waste a lot of time for Rapid and Jimsky. And, well, for Seagull, I guess, as an advantage. Overtake activated. This is going to be for the lead. This is going to be rather easy. Jimsky and Rapid swapping their lead around a little bit. Running up into Lunar Jedi, who has a big disadvantage with the tires, of course. And so Jimsky and Rapid just scoot by. They have DRS as well. Rapid might even be looking for something here. It's a little bit too little time to actually go for like a move somewhere there. And this is slightly suboptimal, I guess. They did not really gain time on Seagull, I think. It's like 5-second gap between them now. And Seagull is already gaining time to Brandenburg. Let's look at other places though. Maybe Kingsman here. Dirty Air, go Bull. Yeah. Kingsman and MQ is another battle for position. They are basically on the same strategy. Kingsman just pitted one lap later. Where did Jannemann end up at this point? Okay, I mean, Jannemann served a 10-second time penalty, right? So he's like all the way back down against Fanta. He lost like 7.5, well, 10 seconds, but he's now 7.5 seconds down. It's kind of crazy. This means like he's gaining 0.8 on him. But I think Jannemann said before, his qualifying pace was pretty shit. But like his race pace was really strong, so we might see Jannemann in the points anyway still, because beyond the 6 seconds he has there's like 5 cars within 3 seconds. So MQ is probably the target P8 for Jannemann there. Lauda. Oh, Lauda is holding on quite well here. Still keeping DRS. Brandenburg's not necessarily slow. Your quali pace is always better than the race pace. Yeah, I mean, there's like these and those people, I guess. Like some are just time trial merchants, such as Lauda, for example. Not even the front, but he's still like crazy in qualifying, and so far has rarely translated that into race pace, or rather race consistency. There's a time penalty for him as well, which is not gonna help his ambitions. What did happen to Emils? Lost a sizable amount of time there. Oh, East and Kingsman. Side by side. Nice and respectfully. Kingsman kinda losing it a little bit there. MQ was briefly thinking of having a look. Hoppala. Until now the last of the 4. Jimsky and Rapid. Oh, Jimsky. Yes, front row seats for the battle ahead. Taking a lot of space through the chicane there to have a big launch out of turn 3. He could go all the way through here. This is going to be very close. He can go deep. Has the inside line for the next turn. There is wheel banging quite a lot actually. And Jimsky has made it 2 passes. I kind of cut off Brandenburg a little bit there. Not sure how much alongside they were. Whether or not Brandenburg could just, well, park his car on the apex at that point. But nothing too bad happened, I think. Brandenburg may have gotten slight front wing damage of this. This can only help Seagull. Yeah, I mean, it has to. Seagull, of course, now it's not really expected to gain too much time yet. I guess his second medium stint is where the time really lies, right? Because then the hearts are actually gonna drop off a little bit as well in comparison. Oh. I am not sure if that was a track reset. I sure did see a little point there, acting very sussy. But there's the, yeah, the, oh my god, the mandatory louder bottle, whoa. While we're seeing a crazy battle right here, Brandenburg holding on to P2 with everything he has as Jimsky and Rapid. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure to show us how long you can go side by side on this track. But damn. In the end, it's gonna be Jimsky out on top for now, but all of this is just lovely for the goal in P1. Now 7 seconds of a lead. All this battling between these guys is just gaining him time over and over. Rose unleashing his inner Finlandness, yeah. Not given an inch of the motherland. Or, in this case, P3. So, further down, Jannemann is slowly getting towards Emils, or rather quickly, honestly. He's driven 10-second deficit almost entirely away. Banter in the pits? Question mark? A lot of people pitting right now. What is going on? Louder for fresh hearts. Fresh mediums might be one of the calls for Lunar Jedi, but I think he's on a one-stop strategy as well, so he's gonna have to make it work. The others all on fresh hearts, seemingly through with their strategy. And we're just eagerly expecting the next lunge that either Rapid or Jimsky is going to perform. How long does Seagull have to go? 14 laps is where he pitted, right? So It's 11 laps for both of his medium stints. So he is coming in 2 laps at this point. Oh, Rapid. Ah, there's a time penalty. That was a very nice, cheeky little change of line there. He decided midway through turn 1 that he was not going to defend his position in turn 2, but instead going to pull out and try a switchback, which gave him the advantage either way, even though I kind of booted Brandon back off track here. He's got a nice gap behind Marcellian. Yeah, Seagull, yeah? Yeah. Yeah, it's like the only big gap we have actually, but it's like perfect for Seagull pitting. I think, I'm not even sure how much you lose, but it's 25 seconds right now, so that's like pretty good. Bad news for Seagull is that Brandenburg has no longer gotten control over P2, so as of now it looks like Jimsky is gaining rapidly. Let's see Mofa here maybe. It's a little bit of a battle for P11. Actually, no, it is not. Luna is on fresh mediums. He's gonna go away quickly. Okay, Seagull in for fresh hearts. So it's not gonna be the strategy. It's gonna be more like a Oh god. But yeah, he's coming out ahead of Yeast easily. Brennenbach not so lucky. They're significantly nicer to drive with, to be honest. Yeah, fair. That is absolutely fair. I mean, he is 13 seconds down now. This is kind of tough, honestly. Well, we're gonna see. He has a significant time advantage, of course. Remains to be seen how much Marcellian can Checo Perez for Rapid. Especially given the time penalty Rapid has. So that's gonna be tough, of course. Doable, yeah, for sure. I think like P2 is in it for sure. Oh my, wow. Brennenbach just... Yeah, I don't know, he spat on Fanta honestly there. That was disgusting. It's just like waving out of his car and saying, look, this is how grip looks like, you fool. While Fanta is sliding around the turns and then Brennenbach is just on rails driving past there. Yeah, for use as well. Like, damn. You Google traction, this is what you get. Well, this did not lose Brandbach that much time, honestly, but yeah, still a sizable way back of Seagull. I think lost about 2 seconds overall in this little battle. Let's see, Jannemann and Lauda. Hey, that's honestly interesting that they end up here again. Lauda, of course, with the extra pit stop as well. Whereas Jannemann with 1 pit stop less, if I'm not mistaken. But instead, of course, starting further down and getting that 10-second time penalty. Jimsky and Rapid could still kill each other. Yeah, that is absolutely fair. To be fair, I think Seagull is just naturally gonna catch them. It's been, I think, 13 seconds when he came out, and now it's just a bit more than 11 to Rapid. So he's gaining rapidly. And this is like about 1 second per lap. It's like pretty much striking distance in the very last lap. But I assume that the tire difference is actually getting bigger towards the end of the race. Let's, for once, head back further down the grid. Speed Racer and MQ, 2 teammates there. Of course, MQ only... No, is he only... No, Mofa was the reserve, right? Yeah. So, yeah, the 2 racing balls together there. But of course, Speed Racer with a time penalty, so there's not really too much to fight for him here. Kingsman... Wow, Kingsman is just taking both of them at the same time. And he comes out ahead. So, yeah, nicely done by him. Meanwhile here, This is gonna be a little battle rather soon with Lauda coming up. Pressure tires. Double overtake Shiji. Yeah, we've had some pretty good ones there. Jannemann has pulled one absolute sicko double overtake. And Jimsky has also had one that was kinda crazy. There's good footage in this for sure. So, oh. Nah. Marcian, Polish Minister of Defense, or rather only a DRS donor for the goal? It looks like the latter. As Yeast gets overtaken by both Fanta and Lauda. Jannemann is not too far down. The race start is also definitely meme review material. Oh yeah, for sure. I think Hussein's controller just did not connect or whatever. Or I don't know. He was not there. He just didn't start. Jannemann with a time penalty. This is gonna hamper his ambitions to maybe get a better point scoring position. Of course, everybody around him has one as well, but in the end, being without a time penalty here would already net him like P6 or so. Took an ice bath. Oh, damn. Yeah, same. Honestly, I did shower this morning, and I will absolutely have to shower again tomorrow. Before work. It's so disgusting. I've been sweating my ass off. It's like legit 28 degrees in my room. And I have not set up the fan yet. But yeah. Only 8 more laps. And I'm free. Jannemann into the pits for mediums. Definitely a strategy that's like a little bit all over the place as well. He might still have a shot at points. It's like 8 more laps and he needs roughly 13 seconds. It's kind of tough. Rose in the battle with Fanta for who can have the most realistic conditions. Wait, who? Oh yeah, with Fanta. Yeah, fair. Yeah, Fanta is winning that easily. So, Jimsky back to P1. Seagull only 6 seconds away. He is approaching. He is indeed the storm that is approaching. The Seagull Nado. If Jimsky and Rapid work together, Seagull will struggle. I mean, they haven't really done that so far. I mean, I'm not sure. Rapid should probably just like give in and try to do this working together. Either way, because he has a time penalty, but he's of course hoping for Jimsky to maybe get one as well. It's the only thing that would really save him. Lots of time penalties being... Actually no, a lot of people just pitted. Fanta and Yeast I've pitted as well now, which all of a sudden brings Jannemann up back in the mix for points. Oh, yellow flag. Turn 1 is Cherry, I think. Not sure why there was yellows. Oh, and Seagull is just eating away the time, man. He's like gained 8 tenths here. He's definitely gonna get P2 over Rapid. Question is just if he can catch Jimsky as well. What? Braking on the curbs does things to you, such as drifting hard. Okay. We're playing bumper cars here. A little bit of DTM. Well, honestly, DTM was peak as a kid. It was so crazy, like only knowing F1 and then they come around and they like literally just, yeah, like semi-dive bomb each other, just drift into the side of the other car, and then you have the inside line and you could just kind of like almost crash out the other car. That was peak content. The battles here definitely are getting a little bit intense. Everybody wants to get past there. Oh, Jannemann, can he do it again? Yeah, he overtook 2 people here last time round. He's overtaken Fanta at least here. Lauda another time penalty. Rapid back up in the lead. Seagull only 3.5 seconds away now. Whatever Rapid and Jimsky are doing, it's not gaining them time. Jannemann now against Speed Racers, definitely the roadblock of the bunch. A lot of medium runners around him, and then of course relatively fresh hard tires on Emils. A little bit of a, I wouldn't really say brute force. Oh, are they doing it again? I think this is how Jannemann got the 10-second time penalty. And well, Fanta is still laughing third this time round. Why is Cherry always causing a yellow flag at the end of the straight? I am not sure. That's not turning out well for Jannemann here. Whoa. Wheel banging. A lot of wheel banging. Oh, Jimsky's almost dropping Rapid, which is interesting. Oh, these guys are definitely like drifting into the turn at this point. To turn their car at all. It's getting rather dark also. Cherry here, I think, well, this is intended. Just slow down, let the top runners through. Seems like you can get away with a lot more contact on this than you could in 23. We have, I think, damage rate is on reduced, I think. And damage, intensity is on standard. So, like, while you probably still get a lot of damage either way, like, it's harder to inflict damage. So you can use a little bit more contact. Honestly, like, if it's getting too much, I'm all for having damage rate on standard as well, honestly. Like, yes, it sucks. It can cost you, like, a wing and then, like, sort of the race. But, at the same time, like, yeah, it can, so drive carefully. A little bit of a drag race here between Jimsky and Seagull. Ferrari has a slipstream or a better top speed setup. Yellow flag for Cherry here again. I mean, Australia got no damage despite being murdered. Yeah, honestly, this is crazy, right? Like, you were wrong way around in lap 1 and did not get anything from half of the field driving into you. Not that I'm saying, like, I wish you had, but that's, like, kind of stupid, no? Contact there between Seagull and Rapid. Seagull is kind of making sure Rapid does not think about sticking it around the outside. Brandon back ahead of Marcian as well. I completely missed that, to be honest. And whatever this little battle group was from Kingsman down to Speed Race at some point, they have all sort of separated into 2-second intervals. Except Kingsman and Yeast, of course. Yeast is probably going to catch up even more. And for Seagull, I mean, the strategy worked out great, honestly. I don't think he's going to have too much of a hard time defending his position against these guys with, like, twice the tire age. He's going to have DRS here, so Jimsky can't really go for the counter move. Even though he dumps all his ERS. And now in the middle and last sector, Seagull's just gonna gain immense amounts of time with his tire advantage. Wow. Sliding off Rapid, definitely, yeah, sliding. Yeah, I mean, Seagull did go very deep on like 2 or 3 turns here. Rapid is also like going, I don't know, I would have gotten a track limit time penalty from this lap alone. Seeing Rapids on board here. I guess there's like a fine margin where you can sort of avoid getting time penalties for leaving the track. So, 2 more laps to go. Rapid is probably trying something on Jimsky here. Jimsky just about in the DRS still, but in no way near enough to Seagull to make any sort of move. One stop is just a bit too much. Stay off track longer, you can sometimes avoid penalties, yeah. Like, you can take a bigger cut and get less of a penalty. I guess these guys are in the middle sector for now. Let's see if Emils can make up a position against Kingsman here, maybe. And Fanta's kinda closed up again as well. Yellow flag in turn 1, and Cherry must be near. Maybe the flag guy is just excited to see him. Cherry once more slowing down to let everybody past. And the top 3 are now 1.5 seconds apart, so not gonna be a last lap showdown. Seagull has this firmly under control now. And it does not look like Rapid has the tires left to reasonably challenge Jimsky, but he has a time penalty anyway, so either way he would not be able to do anything. Same goes for Lauda. He has 2 time penalties if I'm not mistaken. He's definitely going to lose the position to Marslian again. But at least he gets it on track for P5. Rare Lauda non-bottle, I guess. It's going to come out on P6. Very nicely done by him. If he keeps it between the lines until the very end now. Fanta passed Kingsman, but Kingsman is not going to be too worried. Going to gain 3 positions due to time penalties. Well, and Seagull has crossed the line ahead of Jimsky and Rapid, and Brandenburg's going to come home in P4 here. Ahead of Lauda. Oh, Lauda could actually... I don't think it's going to be quite enough here, but it's super close between him and Marslian. Almost 3 seconds there. And Marslian in the end has him. Oh yeah, he had another penalty anyway, so okay. So that was never going to happen. MQ P7 is honestly a bang-and drive by him as well. Really nicely done. And then we have Kingsman POV here to see the 3 drivers he's going to overtake on time penalties. To finish P8 in the very end here. Jannemann P10, he's getting points in the end anyways. Yeast has left the session, okay, so... yeah, he's just gonna get overtaken by everybody, I guess. Which happens when you leave early. And Cherry got fastest lap in the very end. Well, well, well. Was an entertaining race for sure here. Varying strategy there. Seagull pulling off the 2-stopper. The only one of the front runners. Or rather, I think Rapid and Jimsky pulling off the 1-stopper as pretty much the only ones in the entire field. And it's a Seagull Jimsky Rapid. Definitely, yeah. Good for the championship, I guess, because it has everybody sort of leveled of the top 3 here, I think. So let's see. Race winner Seagull, fastest lap Cherry. Drive of the day is Kingsman. And the most overtakes Speed Racer. Interesting, we haven't seen many of those. But yeah, further down the field there were a lot of position changes. I'm sure they had some of them. So, Seagull Jimsky Rapid, as we've seen, Brandenburg Marsvillian. Then in the end it's going to be Lauda, MQ, Kingsman, Fanta, Jannemann for the top 10. And of course, our other finishers. Emil Smofer, Speed Racer, a Lunar Jedi, and I think Yeast was actually 11th or so. So yeah. Cherry, last finisher with the fastest lap as well. 1:17.1. Yeah, okay, that's a good bit clear of the top runners. Yeah. And then of course Hussein with his controller issues disconnected rather early. So, that's it from us tonight. Looking forward for next week's Miami. And until then, survive in the heat. We'll see you next time. Good night. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays.